welcome back to Zevalia with me, Zeva, and in this video I would like to make another reaction video, this time to NF's latest single, When I Grow Up. So I first knew about this single was only a few days ago and it was released a few weeks ago. I think it's gonna be very interesting for me to react to this video and also later talk a bit about my experiences in growing up. So maybe it will also help you who are kind of navigating your early adult lives, and who knows, my pep talk after this reaction video would be beneficial for you to hear, so listen to that and stay tuned for that. I first discovered this single through a friend of mine who shared me the link, and at first I thought that, hey, is this like an old song you're sending me? But when I grow up, it reminds me of the Pussycat Dolls from way back. But then, oh no, it's not actually, it's NF. Interesting. Because personally, I haven't been hearing a lot of his songs. I knew one of his past singles, it was Let Me Down or something, because it was played over and over and over again whenever I would go out to these restaurants and cafes. It's super popular. So yeah, here I am going to make a reaction video to it, and let's see how it goes. I'm super excited. I love children.
When I grow up, I want to be a police officer. When I grow up, I would like to be a veterinarian. When I grow up, I'm going to be a flapper.
Oh, it's so precious. So I'm gonna pause that right there. That reminds me, do you know those YouTube videos where there's a graduation day of kindergarten or playgroup kids, and then they're asked by the teachers, what do you want to be when you grow up? And it just really cracks me up.
When I grow up, I want to be a vampire bat.
Oh god, embarrassment.
I don't want to grow up.
So yeah, that reminds me of that. And let's continue. Is it Garbage Man? Oh wait. Pause. Sorry. I just need to promote as well my previous video. I discussed about waste to energy because, as maybe some of you know who've been following my channel, I am an environmentalist YouTuber. I talk about eco-friendly living, natural beauty, blah blah blah, and empowerment as well. So go check it out. I'll put the link down below. It's really important to understand more about how waste is managed around us. And yeah, I don't know, that just caught me by surprise when I saw the garbage truck.
When I grow up, you know what I want to be? Take a seat, let me tell you my ridiculous dreams. I want to rap, yeah, I know it's hard to believe, and I can tell you're already thinking I will never succeed, but I'm okay with it. I admit the lyrics are weak, I've been working on them, I'll be good eventually. I understand you gotta crawl before you
get to your feet,
good
lyricist, I can tell.
They ain't ready for me. I know this probably isn't really realistic, and honestly I might not ever make a difference, but that don't make a difference, I'ma have to risk it. I've been crunching numbers, you ain't gotta be a mathematician, and see the odds ain't rooting for me. I can't lie though, it's kinda how I like it to be. The underdog, yeah, you probably think you know what
underdog.
I mean, but what I'm saying is,
I know what it feels like with a passion.
Yeah, you go to college getting done like everybody else, graduating, probably get a job that doesn't pay the bills. That don't make a lot of sense to me, forget the happy meals. I don't like the dollar menu, I would rather make a meal. Huh? Make a meal? No, I said make a meal. Home cooking, get the grill. How you want it?
So good.
Everything you see is overdone to me, I'm not a dad. I'ma get a record deal, say hello to my grill. I just wanna pay my bills.
Oh, I love the beat.
Oh yeah, I just wanna make a couple mil, leave it to the fam in the will.
Oh yeah,
I just wanna sign a record deal, maybe buy a house up in the hills. Oh yeah, might not be the best in my field, but I guarantee that I'ma die real.
I'ma die real. That's so important.
Hey,
no time for fake.
when I grow up, yeah.
I love the
Hey.
I love the cinematography, like the gloomy feel to it. It's so solemn and dark, but kind of reminds me of Eminem a bit.
Sorry, I don't mean to scream. I just feel like no one really gets me, and it's sad to see, cause someday I'ma grow up and show all of you it's meant to be. Yeah. Anybody wanna hear me rap? No. Come on, let me play a couple tracks. No. Come on, I can spit it really fast. No. You think I should throw this in the trash? No. Trick ya, haters go away before I hit
feel his passion.
A kiss up. You don't understand, well I forgive ya. I am not a quitter, you ain't really think that, did ya? Maybe someday I could even be up on the radio, have a tour bus and maybe even play a couple.
You can feel the music ascending, like something's gonna happen, I think.
You feel alone, yeah, I kinda
It's like the climax of the song.
When you get old, but life I make it as an artist, I don't really know. And to make a lot of dough, I'ma have to try though. I just wanna I feel. Oh yeah, I just wanna make a couple mil. Leave it to the fam in the will. Oh yeah, I just wanna sign a record deal. Maybe buy a house up in the hills. Oh yeah,
his lyrics are
might not be the
deep.
best in my field, but I guarantee that I'ma die real. When I grow up, I just wanna
Oh, I love that drop.
by the way I feel. Oh yeah, I just wanna make a couple mil. Leave it to the fam in the will. I just wanna sign a record deal. Maybe buy a house up in the hills. Yeah, I might not be the best in my field, but I guarantee that I'ma die real when I grow up.
Wow, I enjoyed that. Oh, I have a lot to say from the lyrics and the song. And it's already over, like, you can't even feel the 4 minutes. It doesn't feel like I want more. Why is it ending now? Yeah, it's a 4-minute song. We need more NF. I think I'm gonna binge on his videos legit right now after this. That was amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the anthem of adulting. Adulting is a continuous process, and don't think that if you're an adult, you have all your shit together. No, it's a continuous process of learning. It just never ends. It's a lot of growing pains, and you know, life is not a fairy tale. So yeah, this is definitely about adulting and finding your place in the world and trying to find the stability that you want. The lyrics are so deep and so relatable. I think that's a unique thing that I found from this song. Now I'm going to tell you the top 5 things that I really like about NF's When I Grow Up video. Number 1, the lyrics. The lyrics are high quality. It talks about his experiences. I guess it's his experience was very deep. I can sense that it's a very personal song for him. And there's no touching topics such as what we see in a lot of rappers and hip-hop artists nowadays, for example, where they talk a lot about sex, drugs, and exploitation, whether it's exploitation of the female body, of the male body, or things like that. There's nothing, nil. Those type of cliche things that we see in the industry nowadays rampantly. Not many people always notice it because, you know, when you rap, you're talking, you're singing, you're spitting really fast, right? And some people just don't really look into that. His was very deep and simple, but it's so relatable because people go through things like this on a daily basis through each of their own stories, and that really hit me to the core, man, God. And that connects to the cinematography. I love it, like the hue, the colors, it's like gloomy, solemn, deep, dark, and his music video was very simple. There's no, people doing batshit crazy things. There's no cues of, drugs or the things that we see today, in music videos. And he didn't have to show all these things to really get your attention. And that is a very, very special quality in an artist. And now to number 3, the thing that I like about his music video is the combination between the lyrics and the cinematography is just so beautifully blended. You just can't help to really be absorbed within the music video and really feel his message and also connect it to your daily struggles. Now number 4, it's the beats and the harmony. I love how he incorporated the orchestra strings within his music. It just makes a more majestic and grander feel to the song.
Picture, maybe someday I could even be up on the radio, have a tour bus and maybe even play a couple.
And I'm also, for example, a big fan of Imagine Dragons. I love how Imagine Dragons also has that orchestra-ish feel to it, and I could feel that as well in NF. And I love that type of music. And number 5, last but not least, is the fact that I could sense his huge talent. Like, oh my god, where have I been all this time? Now for some lyric highlights. So when I was listening to that song, there were a few points within the lyrics that really caught my ears. The first one was when he was explaining about being an underdog, you know, crawling before you stand on your 2 feet. It's so relatable to a lot of us. Well, it is at least really relatable to me. Like, as a millennial, you know what it's like when you're trying to make a name for yourself, when you're trying to find your passion and really contribute to the things that we do. And a lot of times, like for example, when you're in a workplace, you're also facing people who are much more senior than you, who some of them support you and want to mentor you, want to see you grow, but then there are also those that see you as not good enough and you're too junior to know anything and blah 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 blah, not very supportive. You know, I've met people like this, and it's very, very frustrating and sad for me.
Yes, I think I know just the thing.
For me, if I work with somebody who might be, in terms of education and experience, not as senior as me, I would definitely give them the chance to prove themselves, give them the chance to contribute. But sadly, there are people who aren't like that. There are people who want to break others down. There are people who want to cut people's opportunities off. And this is from somebody who have been in a certain sector, dealing with people from various backgrounds from all parts of the globe. So the things that I've done in the past to the present, I've been working with people from different countries, different cultures, different professional levels, and it's not always a happy, smiley, empowering story. You know, there are many challenges that you have to face, especially when people look down on you, and that is the reality of the world. And you really need to empower yourself at the very end of the day, and then show these people that you are worthy to be given the chance to actually grow and contribute to the things that you care about. And an underdog could be in a workplace, or when you're searching for a job. And then there's also situations where you're an underdog in your social circle, among your friends. That could also happen as well. And also when you're a businesswoman, businessman, you're starting a startup, you're an entrepreneur, there are also situations where you're seen as the underdog. In life, there will always be challenges for us to face. So you have to keep on going and have to really listen to the voice in your heart, and just go and do the things that you know you believe and you're passionate about, that can also be beneficial for others. Because we also cannot be selfish. We cannot only think about ourselves, right? Because when we are in a group setting, we want to reach certain targets. It's better to do it together than alone. So there needs to be a balancing between all of these factors and making your career, your life in general, much more better. And it is easier said than done. Personally, I go through my own struggles as well, but the most important thing is, the key is to persevere and not give up, and find a way to make your situation better. Another interesting thing that he mentioned in the lyrics was about him not wanting to go to college and get into debt, and he wants to pursue his own path to become a musician. So for the debt bit, I can't really relate because I'm from Indonesia. I'm Indonesian, and we are not like Americans where there's like the student debt situation, the system of the student debt. We don't have that, so I can't really relate to that and have a say on that. But I can relate to the fact when he said that he wants to pave his own path. Personally, for me, my history is very diverse. There are many things that I have tried in the past, and you know, everybody is different. Everybody's paths in life is different. We cannot compare one person's circumstances to the other, because everybody has their own history, everybody has their own privileges, their backstory, their challenges. It's a mixed bag, and I don't judge those who decide not to go to college or decide to go to college, because it all is very relative, what you really want in your life, what you want to pursue. Because there are times where people, they don't go to college, but maybe monetarily they become very successful, more successful than you, through a business that they built, for example. And there are people who have really successful businesses and they don't go to business school. You know, they learn it from the school of life, school of hard knocks. but they succeed anyway. There are many examples out there as well where you do need to get a higher education to pursue a certain career. So I think it is very relative. And there are also situations where you are highly educated, but it's still very hard for you to find the job that you want because of many factors, or you do find the job that you want, but you're not appreciated enough within that job. So there are so many stories out there that people experience, and we cannot cancel any of them. We cannot look down on people's struggles and experiences because everybody's story and journey and struggles is different. Even those who are super duper wealthy, we don't know what they experienced back, in behind the scenes, whether they're struggling or not with maybe issues within their family, or they don't feel content, or maybe they're corrupt. I don't know. There are so many scenarios, so many situations out there that we really need to think about before we judge a person. And specifically if relating to NF's case, that the fact that he didn't go to college. So yeah, and there are also many paths to success, and success in itself is very relative on how you define success, and everybody's standards, everybody's perspective is different. So that is all from me, my reaction video to NF's single When I Grow Up. I also hope that the pep talk at the very end will also be beneficial for everybody out there who needs to hear it. I'm glad to share some of my thoughts with you. See you in the next video.